Oh my god. Metal Gear!
Oh,
no, it's actually, we're playing MetalStorm.
No, it's Metal Gear.
No, it's MetalStorm. Fuck Metal Gear.
No,
Oops!
There's plenty of Metal Gears in here. You can see them. No. Alright, well, this is bonding with Steve.
This is bonding with Steve and Mike.
Yep.
Welcome back. We've been trying to record this video
like 17 times.
17 fucking times.
Yes, we moved to like a new rig and we have to get all the audio settings back up.
Yeah.
Move the microphone and get all the sound settings.
It's a much better rig.
Yes. I'll see Metal Gear. Oh, Metal Gear.
I died my first time. Okay.
Yeah. So
you know what? I'm gonna like be Mr. Cheap.
So I got a confession to make. I've never played Metal Gear before. I had no idea what's going on in the franchise. So I was curious, and the other day I went on YouTube and I looked up the Metal Gear Solid movie. And like they had like 4 hours of it of them playing cutscenes and the guy sneaking through the game. Like I watched it and I'm like, huh. You know, I don't really get the whole hype about it, you know. But then after I looked at it for a little bit of while, like I realized, you know, people hyped it up so much, but when I looked at it, I realized the guy who created it made it a parody. Like he made it a parody of the super soldier spy guy. And I'm like, I get it now because everyone makes it sound so serious. I expected Snake to be this super ultimate, you know, just to be everything to be super serious the way people treated it. And then when I watched it, I realized it was more of a parody of anything, because, like, come on, they put the guy in a box.
Yeah, I'm in a box.
Like, yeah, they obviously don't take anything super serious. It's obviously, you know, for fun. So I just thought that was interesting. It was also funny just seeing Snake be all emo about certain things. Like, he's all like, what's life? It's so complicated.
Yeah, you see, I remember everybody being so pissy about Raiden being the whiny one. When Snake started it.
Oh man, there's a lot of drama. Like I noticed, like one of the guys died. They give him like a 30-minute death scene, and he's like, "Oh my god, my life was so hard and it's so sad." And then he dies after like 30 minutes, and then like you see his teardrop fall from Snake's eyes. It's like, he was actually a good guy after all. Just like
Otacon should have just turned around and been like, "Faggot." Fag.
No, I just imagine that the little nerdy guy, like, he pisses himself. He's sitting there talking about his emotions and how horrible life is. He's like...
that would have been... Snake, you got shown up by the guy who pissed himself.
Oh my god, that would have been so messed up. Yeah. I could have seen Snake turn around, shut up! And he's got like a tear.
It's just like one of my Japanese animes.
Well, it was pretty dramatic. You know, I thought it was pretty interesting, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting for a while.
It's a good parody. I guess that's the way I look at it. I think of it as a parody more than like I'm not gonna be like those fanboys who take it super serious like Metal Gear's life.
It's a metaphor for life. Although there probably is some metaphor for the adolescent twat somehow growing into an adult in the second game, from what I've been told.
Oh yeah, so a new thing that we're going to try and put in our videos is we're trying to put in links to other videos. I'm going to try and put in links to a speed run to this video if I can find any. I've been getting into speed runs a lot lately. I've been watching like live speed runs. I've been watching a lot of ADGQ, Awesome Games Done Quick. They do speed runs. They beat the game really fast live, and they raise money for cancer, which is pretty awesome. I also find it really interesting just seeing them break the games and everything. So if I can find a video of them doing that, of like a live commentary, I'd put that link up for that. I just, find it interesting because they talk about the mechanics of the game and just show you simple glitches they do to break the game. And it's really interesting watching them say, if you jump at this certain frame glitch, you'll glitch to the whole level and instantly warp to the credits, kind of stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, wow, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm also going to put up another link for like random facts for this video, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of interesting stuff that happened during the making of this game, or the writer meant to do something and, a lot of people just don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably try and do that. Add more variety and spice to life.
Yep.
So.
Awesome sauce. I do know a little bit about the story to this game. I haven't actually played it before, but I was watching a playthrough before I started this one.
So what's
the
this?
Story so far is, and apparently it was only in the manual because they don't bring it into the game. The game is the story right in.
They don't have the cutscenes and everything.
Nope.
Man, that would have made this game legendary if they did have cutscenes.
That would have been pretty tits.
Yeah. Like if they would have did
nope.
If they would have did like Ninja Gaiden or Gaiden,
and they Ninja Gaiden. Back in the day, we called it Ninja Gaiden.
Do you know why we call it Ninja Gaiden? Because
we're so gay.
No, because when you play Mortal Kombat, they're like rated.
Right.
And, yeah, see, so...
And so then everybody associated that combination of syllables.
Yeah, well, if they wanted it Gaiden, they would have spelled it G-U-I-D-E-N.
Yep.
Yeah, so they spelled it wrong, bro.
Their fault.
Yeah. They should have spelled it right, but they didn't, so it's rated like Gaiden. You know?
Check this out.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Infinite level loop.
Yeah, this level's a cylinder. Oh, you can't. You cannot do a gravity switch in mid
no, you can't.
loop. Nope.
That's crazy. So, what's the story of this game?
That there is a giant laser cannon on Pluto that was meant to defend us from alien forces. However, for some reason, that alien cannon has done fucked up.
Oh, shit.
And
a Death Star.
Yep.
Is it the Death Stars that blowing up planets?
Well, it is blowing up planets because apparently Neptune just got boned.
Damn.
Yeah, and so we're like, you need to blow the son of a bitch up before it decides to get to Earth, before it's our turn.
So is what, Uranus next?
Yeah.
Childish humor.
Little lowbrow.
Yeah.
But, little Happy Madison there.
That is pretty happy, man.
Yeah.
That's some South Park stuff right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, can you stand over there and then shoot up?
No, you cannot do that.
Man, that would have been the ultimate spam glitch. Everyone would like beat this level with no try.
Yep.
You're
it
like,
freezes mid-strike.
You were like 2 frames from death.
Mid-shot, it freezes, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. It's just like, oh, laser stopped. I'm lazy.
Like, was there an invisible ceramic wall that it couldn't shoot through? I don't know. Would plasma burn through ceramics if it touched it?
I don't
Because
know.
I know that ceramics won't melt under the heat of plasma, but will physical contact with the arc still burn through it?
I don't know.
If anybody knows that, put it in the comments, because
you're gonna have like some super scientist engineer like answer it.
That would be awesome.
Well, you see the plasma of ceramics because ceramics is made of blah blah blah. Just like some chemical engineer.
Damn straight.
I'm like, that would be pretty cool. So we're gonna try. Me and my friend talked about this. Around our 12th video, we're gonna try and make an intro video. Because by then we'll have enough clips of games to actually make an intro video, which would be pretty cool to put in the song and all that stuff.
We're gonna try.
My friends recorded some songs, so I'm gonna put in one of their songs. I'll put in the intro because that sounds pretty like good intro nostalgic Nintendo sound because they use that synthesizer and stuff. So it sounds pretty cool. If you ever leave comments asking us what you want to talk about, we'll do that. That'd be pretty interesting. Depending on the topic isn't too crazy.
Right.
Yeah. No, yeah.
We don't mind giving our opinions and shit, but we probably should avoid the whole, potential PC Warriors mess. We don't want to, start shit and drama on YouTube. That's for faggots, so...
We don't want to do the YouTube exposed thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this person's exposed.
Like how Rich from Review Tech put it. They're exposed.
Just
exposed. No!
Your shield saved you.
Yes, and so did my invincibility frames.
If you could subscribe and leave comments, that would be amazing. If we get 1,000 subscribes and 4,000 views, we can finally get sponsored by a union, and we'll get paid money, which is awesome. Oh my god.
Yep.
And if I got paid to make videos like this, that would be tips. I'd be like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it was like $20 a week, that would still be tips.
Yep.
So any likes and views and subscribes is awesome. If you leave, as he said, if you ask us to talk about certain things or certain questions, we'll do that. We'll try and put in a mail day. We'll throw in a couple questions. No, that's no problem. Plus, it also keeps the channel more interesting.
Yep,
because it's always, it leaves a lively conversation. It's sort of like 2 people can talk about everything.
Yep.
But when you have 7 people all at bringing up topics, usually a conversation can last forever.
Yep.
So.
And we love our conversations.
Conversation. A game I also saw the other day. I also saw Silent Hill. I never played Silent Hill.
Alright.
But, you know, I watched the speed run of that, and the guys are playing it. I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm like, holy shit, how did people get through this game? Because they're, like, doing crazy stuff, like, you gotta find this rubber red ball, and you gotta put it in the drain, after you find this... Oh. And I was just like, it's just, like, absurd, crazy stuff you could never... I would have never guessed or found out if I played that game. Like, I would have been like, strategy guide, where you at?
Yep.
But those are old school hard. That's like... You know, that's like, you know, old school finding stuff difficult. Mm-hmm. Man, it's not like difficult like this game.
This game is all just like crush your balls.
Didn't you say this puts Contra to shame on difficulty?
Yes. I think it does.
Oh, does this have infinite continues?
It does have infinite continues though.
Ah.
It does give you infinite continues, but I'm willing to bet that this game crushes that because this was a game made by the guys that did R-Type. And anyone who knows anything about the R-Type games knows those games are brutal.
Man, you just ran into that. What's happening, Mike? What's happening?
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to avoid that dude. And see, the thing is, the closer to death he is, the faster he starts to get, and the more he expands those drones of his.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's getting
Son of a bitch.
Oh man. So you know, I was watching Silent Hill speedrun. I'm just like watching this game. Like, man, that's crazy stuff.
Yeah. Shit. I need to get away from this little fuck.
You know, when I was...
You know what? I'm just gonna let him...
When I was younger, when my brother got PlayStation, I think he got a Silent Hill for a demo. And the first time I ever saw that game, I didn't know what it was for years because I'd never seen it. So like even to like it was like a couple years ago, I still didn't even know it. And then because my brother... Oh,
skills.
My brother was in the school level. And all I remember is there'd be like these little zombie kids, and they'd grab onto you, and like he would shoot them, and then like after he shot them and like took them down, it would just get back up, and he didn't know you could kill it. So like it was like this terrifying thing that was always chasing you, that you had to sort of just like run away from, otherwise it was gonna get you. So I was like one of those games where I was like, holy shit, this game is scary.
Yeah. And it turns out you actually can kill those, but.
Well, my brother didn't know that at the time. I just remember my brother playing the demo of it, and like...
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a pretty creepy game. Yeah. You know, even though for back in the day. But, you know, that was back in the day when PlayStation was like the top of the graphics.
Oh! Okay, those drones are really wide, so I need to like start treating it as a full time to switch sides of the screen.
Ooh, wow, this game is crazy. I'm surprised people can even... This is one of those levels, man.
You need to like focus on just dodging him. Okay, you need to jump over the laser. Oh!
He's getting faster. Yeah, just keep doing that. Just keep cycling up and down. See if you can do that.
Okay, I'll try to do that.
No, man, my dude.
I don't even... Ugh.
You should have just restarted it. It already took out like...
This guy is a...
You guys just rewinding.
It doesn't help with those damn laser beams, but that's what makes the fight hard.
Yeah,
otherwise,
really
you just wail on him.
I wonder what's gonna happen when you fight the Death Moon, the Death Star.
Death laser.
Yeah. What you do? You're literally gonna fly outside the moon, and Pluto's just gonna shoot at you. Get blow up Pluto. Pluto's gone.
Yep. I gotta do the whole stage all over. That sucks. That's booty.
Oh damn. They really don't want you beating the boss.
I'm gonna go for the power beam instead of the shield, so I can hopefully kick his ass a little faster, because it does make your attack stronger. Instead of trying to kick his ass with the pea shooter.
Interesting question. Who's the master gaming console? Is it computer or is it like PlayStation 4? Xbox?
Oh come on.
We already know PC wins.
No. I'm gonna be the devil's advocate, and I'm gonna say neither of them win.
Why not?
They both lose. Yeah, mutually assured destruction. The reason why neither of them is because of accessibility issues. Sure, PC is more powerful and you might be able to get ultimately the better experience, plus there are mods, but the home console is available for everybody, and it's much less expensive. So it's a matter of, do you want to be able to play most of the games or only some of them? However, if you're a PC owner and a console owner, then you automatically win, because now you have the best of both worlds.
I'm going to say PC is the best of both. Because I heard the concept where it's like, you could spend $400 for like a gaming console, and then either way, you're still gonna need a PC regardless. So we're gonna do buy a console and buy a cheap PC.
Probably.
Or you could just spend the money on the both and get a really good gaming PC.
But it depends what games are available too. That's the other thing. As long as there's exclusives, I don't think either one of them is going to necessarily crush each other's nuts. So.
Well, it's one of those things where, like, PC, most of the time, they have every single game. Like, there isn't really a game.
Nowadays there is. It didn't used to be true back in the day, though.
Nowadays, mostly it is, because it's like back in the day, it was like Nintendo. You couldn't play that, but even then, you can play all Nintendo games on PC now. There's like a certain couple old PlayStation games you cannot play.
Okay, that guy is a douche. I know how to beat him. I know what I'm doing now.
just go back. Just flip up and down.
No, it doesn't work that way. Because what he'll do is he follows you to whatever corner of the room you're in. Because he poops in a box in the corner of the room. Gee, it just even tapped me. Good God.
You should actually put that rewind button on your controller, so it's easy on your fingers. See, my friend Mike over here decided to put the rewind button on his keyboard, and he's playing on his controller. So, like, every time he dies, he's gotta like reach all the way across the room to touch his rewind button, like that.
I'm just gonna prepare to invade instead.
Man, it's crazy how you
This
just
dude
die
is a bastard.
You just die one day.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
that's why this game is so ball-crushingly difficult. You don't get HP.
This game is not fair. This game's not fair.
Ha ha!
Wow,
Why did you say that?
Aha!
Okay.
We got this.
Yup.
Alright. Pretty awesome. Man.
Yep. We're gonna press as far as we can.
Do you know what game actually sounds really fun?
What?
Golf.
Golf.
You know what? I have golf. I've only played it like 3 times in my whole entire life.
Oh shit.
And it's one of those things where it's like it's so much funner to play than it is to actually watch. I don't get people who watch it. Like sit there they sit down like on a Sunday and they're like, I'm gonna watch golf. And then the guy's like and then the guy's like, he's gonna hit a 7-2-1. He just hit it in. Everyone's like, like, I don't get that. It doesn't really, that doesn't make sense to me. But playing it, it's amazing. I remember the first time I ever played it, I was at Job Corps, and my instructor was like, I'm going to take you guys golfing one day. And we're like, all right. And he,
nope.
Man, that's crazy. But he was like, we're going to take you golfing one day. So I remember we went out near the building, and we were driving balls into the cornfield, because they had a giant cornfield out there. And we were also practicing chipping, so we could hit the ball and fly.
Okay.
So we practiced that for like a day. Then we went golfing, and man, it was actually really fun. Like it's one of those things where you when you play it, it's like when you watch it, it's sort of and then when you sort of practice it, but when you actually play it, you actually get to go full ham and hit the ball like crazy. Because I wasn't really supposed to hit it out, because he didn't want to lose all his balls, like nice ones, knocking them into the cornfield. So it was like, man, it was actually really fun.
Gotcha.
And then I also played it one more time when my friend took me. Like he's like, we're gonna go golfing, and he had like himself like $300 clubs. So we're sitting there playing with those. I'm just like, oh, okay. But besides that, I never really gone golfing after that. I was thinking about going golfing for my birthday, but I was like, no one really wanted to go. And it was sort of cold out. But we did something else for my 25th. My friend actually took me to the shooting range, and I've never actually fired a real gun before. I've fired like BB guns and stuff like that, so I understand how to shoot really, really well. And I've always practiced, but it was one of those things where I was like, I never fired a real live gun.
Gotcha.
So my friend's like, I'm gonna take you, and you know, he pulled out his M16 and like his 10 millimeter. So you know, we went there, we shot off, and like it's actually really simple. It's actually pretty fun. I remember we went to Cabela's and like we were talking out there like we're gonna go there and watch all the people and it's just gonna be packed. I'm like, yeah, it's always packed down there.
Gotcha.
There's always rich old white people sitting there getting buying guns.
Like a long time. What?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna rewind back to when I still had my armor. Okay, why the...
You know there's a slowdown button if you want to use it.
Nope.
We're just gonna sit here and watch you rewind the whole game 100 times. We're just playing in slow motion.
Oh, like you didn't do that for the Castlevania one?
No, I didn't do that for Castlevania.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I never rewinded it for Castlevania. I only did that for Turtles.
We should go back and see.
Well, dude, I'll approve it. I'll show you.
Or did you save state?
Nope, I didn't even save state. Remember, because I kept dying.
That's right, yeah.
Because I kept dying on death and I had to restart it over and over again.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
It was the Turtles I did that. Do you know why I did that with the Turtles? Because there's no infinite continues.
Yeah, that game.
I also have an honor code. If I could infinite continue like this game, I really wouldn't do it. I guess
Totally
no, I wouldn't do it for this game. I would power through it, even though it would take forever. But if it's like if this game was like once you die, you have like 3 more continues, then I would do it. But like it's sort of an honor code because like Ninja Gaiden, and I'll play that all the way through. Unless I really want to play the game all the way through and get all the cutscenes. It depends on all those things. It's like one day I'll play Ninja Gaiden, and it depends on how I feel at the moment. If I'm crunched on time, I'll just rewind it. But most of the time I won't need to because I've beaten the game multiple times before.
Okay.
I just love the cutscenes so much. The cutscenes are my tits. My brother
back in the day, the cutscenes were.
Well, my brother would always play the cutscenes, and he would speed run through the game. Like, you'd see him run from start to beginning without dying, just running through the levels, and he'd beat the game, and he'd play the cutscenes.
Gotcha.
And he'd, like, voice act him out, and I'm like, yeah! I'm like, man, that was the stuff, because there weren't many games that did that. Like, usually games that had sort of a dialogue to them, like, they were RPGs, and they lasted forever, so it was, like, the slow-going-on story, and half the times my brother wouldn't read it out, so I never understood what was going on. But, like, Ninja Gaiden, it was one of those games where it was, like, within an hour and a half, you see this giant movie play out.
Right.
So, it was this very interesting game I would watch when I was little. And it was the second one. The second one is the best one, because you can actually beat it. The first one, I actually played it, and I did beat it using save states. But it was one of those things where the story wasn't so good that it was like, oh. And the third one, well, I didn't like the story either. I think the second one was the best one, because it was the best story, and they actually made sure you can actually access it. So.
Gotcha.
It was attainable. You had to work for it a little bit, but it wasn't impossible.
Take that, Monsieur Le Poopy Pants!
Haha. In the boo poo box.
Yeah, we sent him to the poop box in the corner of the room. Where it's gross.
Let me put it like tuna.
Yeah, it tastes like butt. Get her off of here, she smells like poo-poo. And now her fur is everywhere.
Oh
Get out of here!
Oh my god, I love YouTube. YouTube is amazing.
Yes, Geltoid Cartoons
Yes.
for the win. Go check them out. It's Galtoid. Check them out. Support their shit. They're awesome.
I love Geltoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because I was watching. I don't usually watch cable. So I was over Mike's house today, and we were like, let's watch some cable, and I'm watching Futurama. I'm like, cable's such an interesting concept, but I heard
that thing. Nope.
I heard a guy was talking about it, and he was like, cable's like he's like basically predicting cable's going to be extinct in a little while because of the internet and like streaming and stuff like that. It's like everyone's gonna get to the point where they just don't care to like pay for cable anymore because they'd rather stream a whole series. rather than watch it slowly and then have to pay for it monthly.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got like YouTube and stuff like that where people will just watch stuff they're specifically interested in. So, yeah, I find that an interesting concept. What do you think about that? You think cable will go down in a couple of years?
I think the concept of watching TV through cable will. I don't, however, believe that cable itself will necessarily die, because the idea of accessing the internet through cable will still probably be a fairly popular option.
I'm pretty sure they'll get it to the point where people will turn on their TV. It'll get to the point where people integrate their PC into their TV. So it'll be like someone will go on their TV and hit on the remote. They want to see this channel for the internet, and it'll just sort of be there, and they'll sort of just pay for TV through the internet, I guess. Or they'll pay for certain streaming sites like Netflix or whatnot.
Oh, you motherfucker.
That's what I figured. But I don't think someone's gonna pay for like all this other stuff. I'm pretty sure sports packages. I think that's the main thing that'll keep cable alive.
Oh, ducked under it.
I don't know. It makes me wonder if, because I'm pretty sure cable will survive because of sports packages. Like, people have to have their NFL fantasy football bundle.
Yep.
They have to have and stuff like that. But like, I can see a lot of stuff people like, and eventually, I don't know. Makes you wonder what they would do in the future if the internet took over as the main source of like video entertainment. Like, would you have to like pay a website to see it? Would that, no. I don't think that would be good for marketing though.
It just depends on how they market, because there's a bunch of shows that there's a bunch of shows now that they're producing them almost exclusively for like Netflix and shit.
Oh, I think it'll get to the point where
Netflix
someone will
Hulu.
pay. I'm pretty sure it'll get to the point where someone will play something live, and then when they, not live, but they'll play it as sort of like a Netflix, streaming theater, but they'll put in commercials once in a great while. They'll say, so-and-so live, watch this, and they'll probably have a specific part of the channel for watching it live, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know, it makes me wonder if they would do that.
Not yet.
just I think you have to reverse gravity.
You can't. Not yet. You can't. It's completely a timing thing.
Man, I'm afraid you can't jump over there. Dude,
Oh fuck no!
You're so dead. Dude, I told you, reverse gravity. 3, 2, 1 now.
It would have been nice if you got a dash button.
You want me, I'll time it for you. Rewind it some more. No, I'm telling you. Okay, jump up there. Wait. 3, 2, 1, now.
Thank you.
Yes. You gotta know these. See, this is why I.
I remember this boss from the playthrough.
See, when I
this boss is tits.
I'm good at timing things, because I used to do this stuff all the time when I play like Donkey Kong Country and stuff. Where it's like you have to time everything perfectly. It's like I got to the point where you get really good at counting. No, I remember I used to do that with Far Cry when the first Far Cry was out. Like, that was one of the games where actually really difficult. When they actually made, like, you had the checkpoint system, and there was no quick saving for it. Man, that game. But, like, I got good at it because I remember there would be a guy, like, a mile away, and he'd always swim on the same route with his boat, and, like, sit there, I had to count for how long he would do it, and then I timed, like, how fast the rocket would go. And I would sit there, I'd launch it as this boat's coming from a mile in, as this rocket's slowly flying towards it. He'd sit there, they would both hit each other at the same time, like... I'm like, all right.
There's gonna be a moment here where he's gonna like start spazzing the fuck out. It's that one.
So he's in spaz mode.
Yep, I made him angry. But it is also a good sign
That he's almost dead.
Yep, if I can not die to him.
I think you have to go the other direction. You have to stay behind. Man, you have like smart lasers.
Yep.
Smart lasers. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. You're just running right into those lasers. You don't even care. You're just like, whatever, laser in the face. Oh, you're shooting the wrong direction. Come on, man. You had him in the right. You had him right there, and you just shot in the opposite direction as you're jumping through those lasers. Come on, man. Come on. Look at that. Look, you could shot him the whole time. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Man, you need to play some more old school Nintendo, man. You didn't grow up like.
Shut up.
You should have grew up with that old school Nintendo like I did, you know.
I did.
No, you didn't. You bought a Super Nintendo. You got the next generation of semi-difficult. I started with the generation of super difficult.
Bullshit.
I started off with the you have two.
I'm gonna remember this little treatment.
Yes.
Next time.
Oh, you remember it.
Got him. You're
gonna see me just.
I'm gonna remember it, and then the next time you're done, we'll be like. Yeah.
Alright. Well, I just gotta taunt you a little bit because you should be getting this down, man. You have a rewind button. Come on. I'm only taunting you because you have a rewind button.
Yeah.
Oh man, you got an auto scroller.
Yep.
Yeah, my auto scrollers. Oh, an S. You got the S power. What's an S?
That's shield. I don't think I necessarily want it right now.
You're never gonna find it again.
Yeah, you will.
No, you won't.
You'll find it other times.
It'll be gone, and you'll see. You could have had it right there. It would have saved you. Look at that. Don't you know, on old school Nintendo, you grab every power up, unless it's Castlevania, because they might give you shit.
They will give you shit. Ha!
And I'm trying to decide what game I'm gonna play next. I'm still deciding. I'm gonna save Ninja Gaiden for later. That's gonna be another date. Blaster Master, I will play that another date too. I would like to play that though. That game, I will probably die quite a bit. But that's one of those games where it's like you die 3 times, you start all the way back over. And that's one of those games you have to save state.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Zelda and the 8 Temples kind of game. You have it's that long of a game. You collecting power-ups and beating bosses and traversing through this giant world, but you only can die 3 times.
Okay.
It's not a very forgiving game.
Huh.
But if you can beat it, that's like OG old school Nintendo hard.
Gotcha. That's the one that Zelda 2, isn't it?
Zelda 2?
Or it's just called like Link?
Oh, Link's Zelda, Link's something. I can't remember Zelda 2. That one was forgiving, because at least you could save and start over again.
Okay.
Any game where you could save and you can continue the adventure was forgiving. Blaster Master was like this long game like Zelda 2 or Zelda 1, but there was no saving. There was no password either. It was like you had to beat the game in one sitting, and you had to do it in 3 tries. While they're throwing this hardcore difficulty platforming upgrades at you.
Gotcha.
And with their bosses that could just murder you. That game it's actually a really fun game if you play it with the save states. If you play it with the save states and go through it, it feels like an old school, I swear it was made for save states.
Okay. Ah!
I think you gotta fall. You gotta walk and fall. Oh, you gotta walk and then fall the other way. Yeah. Just keep falling. Oh my gosh.
Ah, got it.
What other games you should play? If you ever leave comments on old NES games you would like us to play, try and keep them good games, because we'd like to play some of the top 100 Nintendo games, not the, we're not masochists where we have to play the worst of the games. We'll let someone else tackle that.
We'll let someone else lose their sanity.
Yeah, I'm not a masochist. I don't enjoy pain of horrible games, and then have to discuss how horrible it is. There are, you know, maybe once in a great while I might play a horrible game, but I would like it to be a somewhat memorable game.
Yeah.
Like Ninja Gaiden 1, that's one of those games where it's like, it's so sadistic, but at the same time it's decently good. I guess there's a difference. There's hard, and then there's bad.
Yeah.
Then there's hard, and it's bad. I'll play a game if it's easy and good, if it's hard and good, but I won't play anything easy bad or bad bad.
I don't believe that. I think you'll take an easy game any day.
No, I'm saying I'll play an easy game if it's good.
If it's good.
If it's a good easy game, yeah, I'll play it. But if it's a hard good game, yeah. But if it's like it's a difficult, horrible game, like the story, everything's just stupid, yeah, I'm good. Same thing if it's like, even if it's easy and bad, if it's just easy bad game, no.
Wait a minute. Okay, I gotta figure out how the.
You have to platform from person to person. See?
I know that, but
I think you have to destroy the other one. Instead of destroying the one in front of you. See that one? Don't destroy it.
Yeah.
Destroy the one behind you.
Okay.
So you gotta time this.
Yeah.
So everything is timed. We have to kill it just right.
Oh, no. I know what you have to do for this. I know what we have to do. This is one where we have to...
You have to do your gravity.
Do this shenanigans, too. That fucks me up, though.
Man, this is gonna take a while.
Yes.
We're gonna see you recording a lot, aren't we?
Yep. When they go to red is when I should probably...
Some pretty interesting stuff. Oh wow, that's some great stuff. As we said, this game makes Contra look like yeah, easy stuff.
Contra, though, you do get to play with a second person, though.
Yeah. Well, and you also have the Konami code. This this game is just sadistic, I guess.
Yeah.
They want you to play it over and over again. Like it's like we'll let you beat this game, but it's not going to be easy.
It's going to crush your spirit a little bit.
Yes, it's good. They did the old school Ninja Gaiden. You can beat the game, it's just you're just not going to.
Ha ha ha.
So you gotta turn in the middle of the air.
Yep, that's a trick you have to master by now. Okay, come on. Don't be a dick. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to... Because I find I'm having to master very precise...
Alright, very good. I'm shooting them while you're turning. You have to shoot them while you're turning, otherwise you're never going to get them.
Okay, don't even focus on shooting him, just focus on getting out of the way. Damn it. Damn it.
Oh, this is funny. This is hilarious from my position.
It would have been...
Hey, you know what? You picked this game. You decided you want to pick this game because of your mech fetish.
Yeah.
Your mech fetish.
I'm not regretting it.
You brought this upon yourself with your mech fetish. And I'm laughing.
Damn it. I'm trying to master the button presses.
Alright, next time you pick it up, next time you play, you're gonna play an impossibly difficult game. You should probably practice it a little bit.
Probably.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, probably.
That's a new promise we gotta make to our audience, that we'll try and practice these games beforehand.
Oh, come on, they love seeing us suffer.
Oh, it depends.
We're here to suffer for the sake of our audience. Uh-oh, I don't like this.
I guess.
Oh, it's a boss rush! I'll bet you it's a boss rush.
Watch, this is the final level. How many levels are in this game?
I don't know. But if this is a boss rush this quickly, then I have a feeling that we might be nearing our final showdown.
All right, so this game is it's a very short burst of hard, but it ends quick.
Yeah,
right.
That's kind of nice.
That is pretty nice. I couldn't imagine you play 12 levels of this.
No. Well, yeah, you can do 12 levels of this if you were masochist. The thing is, though, you do get passwords once you beat the stages, so there is that.
They want you to beat the game. They're not total horrible people. They just want you to suffer for it.
They want you to suffer for your.
I sort of wish they would give you cutscenes. Usually games like this difficult, and cutscenes are very. Back in the day, they're the most rewarding thing.
They're a comfort.
Yes, they're very comforting. Unless it's congratulations. Or it says like, your winner. Your winner, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Your guy is awesome. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you get. It's like, bitch.
Your winner.
You are winner. Damn.
At least you beat him one time, you can do it again. You could have made it through him. Right there. Ah.
Oh.
I'll clap for that. Because it took you like 70 tries to get it. You're getting better. Ah.
I mean, for my first time playing, this isn't too terrible. Nope. Nope. No. No. No.
Nope. Nope. Nope train.
Nope train right there.
Oh, the nope train.
Once you take those guys out, this guy is easy. This guy is Monsieur Le Poopy Pants.
He just bounces around. He's some Pong. As long as you played Pong as a child.
He's like a failed Nintendo version of NES version of Armored Armadillo from Mega Man X.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yeah, he's
Armored Armadillo.
He's the slow version of him. Man, that Armadillo, he was a punk.
He was a punk. Derp, dirt, there, we had technical difficulties, folks. Sorry about that. We were on the final gauntlet, and then the machine decided to run out of memory.
Yes. So, oh my gosh, that was very epic times. And now we have to reset it up and record everything.
Yep.
After you put everything away.
Luckily, though, we've got a password.
Yes.
For this shenanigans.
And don't grab your shield. Don't grab that shield. Yeah. We grabbed the shield and
I think the shield. Wait, no, we don't want the shield. Because A is armor.
You want the G.
No, we don't want G.
Oh, then don't touch anything then. Just jump, yeah.
Ah, okay, there we go. We can proceed that way.
Okay, so very fun stuff. We recorded this video.
Yep.
Then it lost it, and then we came back and re-recorded it. But we switched the mics and the input, so the microphone input reset to nothing. So it picked up the gameplay, but it didn't pick up any of us talking. So it was yeah. So now we're here back again, redoing this video, which is really disappointing because the day after we recorded this video, the pictures of Pluto came out on Facebook and everything, and Pluto was the biggest topic of the week, which is really disappointing because the day before We blew up Pluto in this game.
That is the ending of this game. We end up blowing up Pluto.
It was perfect timing, but
yep.
So now we're gonna be a little late with the blowing up of Pluto.
Unfortunately, though, we do need to pay tribute to Mr. Satoru Iwata, who unfortunately passed away. For those of you who don't know, I can't imagine there being anybody watching this video who wouldn't know. But Satoru Iwata was the president of Nintendo. He passed away at the age of 55, unfortunately. And it just kind of came out of nowhere, it seems. No one really knew that he was sick.
Oh, that is sort of crazy.
So
I just remember seeing on Facebook everywhere and all the posts saying he passed away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's crazy.
And it's a damn shame. He's going to be missed, and he did a lot of great work. So we just wanted to mention him and give him a farewell salute.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Iwata. There is another topic, though, speaking of Nintendo, that we would like to bring up, and that was the old days of Nintendo censorship. See, back in the day, Nintendo wanted the family brand thing going on, right? Well, there were some games that I think their quality was kind of hindered because of it. And one such game...
Oh man, these things are really trolling me.
These things are trolling me now. One such game was called Salt Suits Vulcan. Okay, jeez, these things are piss me off now.
Try and stay between them.
Yep. I gotta avoid that asshole, though. Oh,
these
okay.
things...
these, I'm having to focus here. This guy did not give me trouble last time.
Last time, you took him out really fast.
Yeah.
Like, they got you right in the corner, and you're just like...
Good God!
Oh, wow.
This is...
Just get the one on the bottom, because you're getting the one on the top, so try and focus on the bottom.
Yeah. Sorry about that, folks.
There we go. And I'll get back. We can jump over them. Oh, there we go. You got it.
There we are. Ah! A little faster. A little faster. Damn!
So what games do you want to play on the PS?
I'm not talking about censorship yet. The reason why it was kind of disappointing is because there was a particular game that I am a fan of, and it's called Assault Suits Vulcan. Now, the interesting thing about this game in the States and in the other Western gaming territories it was released in... Sorry about the folks, I did lose my train of thought there. The reason this is kind of a thing back in the day was Assault Suits Vulcan actually had some animated blood in some of the picture portraits when characters would die and things like that. And so that would probably have been a T for teen rating. The other thing of significance about that was in the story of Assault Suits Vulcan, you kind of get the idea that the United States is in another civil war. And the reason why that is interesting is because they describe it as kind of like an East Coast United States versus a West Coast United States. And that would have been a really interesting story, I think, if they had just allowed it to be kept in. But they didn't. And I think the reason why it was especially kind of off-putting is because they show a depiction of someone who I can only assume is the East Coast United States president committing suicide. Which, honestly, I kind of like my stories a little dark, so I would have thought that would have been kind of epic sauce. But apparently the ESRB doesn't agree with me. Well, Nintendo at least doesn't agree with me on that. Ah, damn it. I am having to focus really, really intensely. Nope. God damn, this level is like horrible with the sprite flicker too.
Man, this game. Hey, you chose this sadistic game.
I know I chose a sadistic game, but you know what? I'm glad I did, because this was a game that I never got to play before until now, and I am very, very happy that I have gotten to play it. It really is, as hard as it is, it actually really is a good play, and I'm glad that I got to play, because the only other Irem games I've ever played are the R-Type franchise. And those games, as brutally hard as they are, I'm just glad Irem did something with mechs, because, I mean, I'm kind of a mech head, so...
I always find this interesting, you know. This game probably would have been a lot better if they had cutscenes.
Probably.
If they would have had cutscenes, this game probably would have been like
This game would have been one of the classics, like right up there with Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Would have been,
if
definitely.
they would just put in a few because the explosions, everything, this gameplay just looks beautiful.
Yes, I mean, even just look at the basic sprites. This stuff is really well animated.
Ah, that's the thing. You're timed on this.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, that's why this is supposed to be challenging, I guess.
Okay.
Because this is like right down to the wire. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, no.
And boom!
Oh, there goes Pluto.
There goes Pluto. Only a couple centuries after we finally got high-res images of it.
Oh gosh. No, not Pluto.
Sorry,
Wait,
folks.
okay, here we go.
Through your courageous efforts, all the people on Earth will sleep peacefully tonight. The massive computer that set out to destroy the blue planet has been eliminated. Leaders from the Earth Nation will now bestow upon you a reward greater than any medal and more valuable than all the gold known to man. You have earned everlasting life. Yes, your courage has won you immortality. Now, it is your destiny to return to the cosmos and protect the more vulnerable Earthlings from future alien attacks. Hang tough.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! You will be remembered forever because you're that asshole who blew up Pluto.
Not asshole, dick.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be the dick who blew up Pluto.
Well,
Dick
either
fuck
way,
asshole.
there's gonna be a lot of names towards the guy who blew up Pluto because we took so many pictures of him this week.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he just had a little heart on him. He's like, "Hi, everyone," and you blew him up.
We blew him
You
up.
blew it up.
Yes.
You bastard! You blew it up.
So, anyway, as much as I complained about this game's difficulty and whatnot, it really was a good challenge for my first time playing it, and I had fun.
Yes.
I had fun with this.
Yes.
It was a trip.
We're going to put up some speed play run-throughs of this game and put up some random facts. So if you're interested in that, click on the links here and here. I don't know if we don't
the
have
description below.
We'll just put them up, links, so you can click on them because we're
Put up likes and comments, and also Steve did mention earlier on about possible PS1 games that we might be looking at getting once we can verify that we can run it with Fraps in our rig.
Do you want to talk about that on the Mega Man playthrough? Because we're going to be doing that next.
Yes, we are going right into a Mega Man playthrough, so we'll probably discuss that then. Look for our playthrough of Mega Man 2.
Yes, we'll play Mega Man 2.
Okay, Mega Man 2 it is. Alrighty, thanks for watching, folks.
Yes.
Again, remember, like, comment, subscribe. We would like to eventually monetize this.
Yes,
Because we're complete whores.
If we get 2,000, well, I'm not a whore, but if we get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views, we get monetized and we can start getting paid, which is pretty awesome.
That would be tits to get paid for playing video games.
So thank you for watching, and this is signing out with Steve and
Mike.
Yes.
Adios.